Hi friends, now I am going to discussing about the role of soil in our environment, composition of soil, formation of soil, etc. Soil is a dynamic natural body on the surface of the earth in which plants grow and is composed of minerals, organic materials and living things. Now we are moving to the process of soil formation. Soil formation is started by weathering or disintegration of parent rocks by some physical, chemical, or biological agents. As a result of weathering, rocks are broken down in small particles called regoliths, which, under the influence of various other pedogenic processes, get converted into mature soil. Soil is formed through the following sequential steps. First step is the formation of regolith by the breakdown of bedrocks. Second step is the addition of organic matter resulting from the decomposition of plant, animal residue and a reorganization of these components by soil materials of varying depths. Now let's check the difference between surface soil and subsoil. Surface soil is the completely weathered soil, whereas the subsoil is partially weathered. Surface soil generally dominated by finer particles like silicate clays, while subsoil is dominated by quartz particles and other quasi fragments of minerals. Surface soil is loose, porous and friable, whereas subsoil is poor aeration. Subsoil contain poor aeration. Number and activity of soil microorganism is very high in surface soil, but it is low in subsoil. Surface soil contain high content of organic matter and it is the fertile soil. Subsoil contain less organic matter and it is less fertile than the surface soil. Now we are moving to the steps of soil formation. Soil formation takes place through the following steps such as weathering, addition, losses, translocation and transformation. Weathering. Weathering is key part of the process of soil formation. It is the name given to the process by which rocks are broken down to form soil. Three types of weathering is present. First is physical weathering, second chemical weathering and biological weathering. Physical weathering. Physical weathering is brought about by the mechanical action of various weathering agents such as temperature, water and biological agencies. This type weathering is also called disintegration. Physical weathering does not cause any chemical transformation of rock materials and commonly occurs desert, high altitude, high latitude, etc. Physical weathering is a very slow process. Now let's discuss about chemical weathering. Chemical weathering is the transformation of original rocks and minerals into new compounds having different chemical composition and physical properties. Chemical weathering takes place through the following steps: solution, hydrolysis, oxidation, reduction, carbonation and hydration. Let's check about solution. Water is an important chemical weathering agent. This process of solution is generally increased when the water is acidified by the dissolution of organic acids. Hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is one of the most important processes in chemical weathering. This process depends on the partial dissociation of water into H plus and OH minus ions. Increase in H plus concentration results in an accelerated hydraulic action of water. Process of hydrolysis releases calcium, magnesium, potassium and sodium silicates into the soil solution. This material enhances the growth of plants in soil. Next, oxidation. Oxygen reacts with minerals to give oxides, then dissolved in water and weaken the rocks, then bring about weathering. There is a spelling mistake, weathering. Next, reduction. Reduction occurs mainly in deep zones of earth which are poorly aerated. Carbonation. Process of carbonation is the combination of carbon dioxide and water to form carbonic acid. Then it combines with the hydroxides of calcium, magnesium and other minerals of rock to form carbonates as well as bicarbonates. In the case of hydration, it is the process of this is the process in which water molecules get attached to the rock materials. As a result, it becomes softer, more stressed and more easily decomposed. Next, moving to the biological weathering. There are a number of biological or living agents which are responsible for carrying out disintegration and decomposition of rocks and minerals. Bacteria, protozoa, lichen, mosses plays major role in biological weathering. Moving to the composition of soil. Soil contains mineral water around 40%, organic matter around 10%, soil water and soil air at 25% each. Soil is a mixture of inorganic and organic chemical compounds. Chief inorganic components are the compounds of calcium, magnesium, iron, silicon, potassium and sodium. Small amounts of manganese, copper, zinc, cobalt are also present in soil. Chief organic components of soil is humus, which contain a large number of organic compounds such as amino acids, proteins, sugars, etc. As a result, humus is a black-colored homogeneous complex material. Humus enhances the fertility of soil. Process of formation of humus is called humification. On complete decomposition, humus is changed into carbon dioxide, water and minerals. This process is called mineralization. Humus increases the water holding capacity of soil particles together and thus separate the soil materials into lumps. It also permits the better aeration in soil and easier root penetration through the soil. Next, seawater. Let's discuss about seawater and its composition. Sea and oceans are the products of gigantic acid-base titration during the early stage of formation of Earth. Acids which leaked out from the interior of the Earth through volcanoes were titrated with bases liberated by the weathering of primary rock. Chemically, seawater is the solution of 0.5 molar sodium chloride and 0.05 mol Mg magnesium sulfate containing traces of all conceivable matter in the universe. In contrast to the variable composition of fresh water, the ratios of major constituents of seawater are almost the same all over the globe. Let's check the composition of seawater. The most abundant elements of seawater, except hydrogen and oxygen, are sodium, chlorine and magnesium together constitute 90% of seawater. Potassium, calcium, sulfur together constitute 3% and other elements together constitute 7%. Thank you.